Okay guys, so right now if I move that around it's driving me crazy. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ground the torso. Sorry I cut out in the last video, so I'm going to right click on the torso and hit ground. I'll revert its position. And now when I click over here and I move, you can see how this is going. So inevitably this upper arm will be glued to the dowel. That upper arm will be glued to the dowel after the dowel is pushed through the body, and I'll have this apparatus will be able to rotate around, which I like very much. So now I'm going to go back articulating this elbow joint. So I'm going to move that. I'm going to tap it one time. Let's move that, and let's go this way, 0.05. .05. Center it, I believe. Down the top view, so I'm sure. Yeah, that looks about right. Actually, that looks a little bit more. I think I made it 1/8 of an inch. So I'll do negative 1 divided by 16 and see if that works. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to move this one. I'll do that one here in a little bit. I'm going to now move this slightly down also. So I'm going to hit move and move that body down. I'll do that just by eye. Hit OK. Now, I'm probably just going to sand this a little bit. We'll see what I'm going to do here in a little while, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and pin this. Is that? Oh, that's at a slight angle. Right click and hit OK. So I want to double click on that, and I want to move that to 0 degrees. Okay, I'll hit enter out of that. So now I'm going to put a pin through here that only goes there. So I'm going to draw on this. I'm going to peek up. Alright, so I can see. I'm going to bring my circle down this line until it hits the midpoint. Then I'm going to come over just by eye. And I'm going to put a slightly smaller pin, say 0.15. Actually, just 0.1. I can get that. Actually, I'm going to go 0.125 because it makes it easier to fit dowel in there if you want to use dowel. Hit enter. And now I'm going to finish that sketch and extrude it. Go this way, and let's see, I'll go to the top, and I ultimately want to bring this over to here, but not run through my body as a cut. Okay. And I'm not 100% sure why that's missing. I'll have to go back and find what I did there. Oh, I somehow moved that with this. Somehow. Okay. Sorry. I just got confused there. Alright. So now I will make myself a little pin that is 0.125 and pass it through here. And it'll articulate that. So for the purposes, I'm going to pull this out. For the purposes of this, I'm going to assemble joint. It's going to be a revolute here in a little bit. position, I'm going to take this circle there, and I'm going to flick it around so I can just get to that, and boy, this is hard to angle in and see. I might have to come underneath. Hey, there goes that one. And then I'm going to look at that, and if I come down here, let's go to Revolute, and I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. So that, ooh, you can see how it's hinging. That's nice. So now I have an issue with interference, and that is to say, it's a little hard to control with the mouse, but you can see where this starts to rub together. So that's easily fixed. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to hit Control Z to revert it to position, and then I'm going to work on the right upper arm. So I click that button, and I'm going to come in here and right click on that, and I'm going to fillet that. 2, hit OK. Go ahead over here and do the same thing on this one. Right click that and fillet that to 0.2. Just going to type 0.2, huh? And you can actually shift click on things, but I want to see if this is indeed what I want to do. So now I'm going to come to the right forearm, click on that, and I'm going to come around, zoom out, zoom in, click over here. Okay, so I'm going to shift click a couple. I'm going to shift click that, and that, and then right click to fillet. I'm going to do that 0.2 and hit OK, and then I'm going to back out and take a look at how that's going to function. So now as I start to move, you can see I can get a lot better range of motion, and looks like I'm going to have to take a little more off, but I can do that. My choices are that, or I could elongate how far I move that out. I can elongate this tongue a little more, obviously, but this is going to be the principle I use. So now I'm able to move into different positions. Let's see if I do right. Oops. It's a little hard to manipulate. You can get pretty deep into this. It's not my intention, though. But, so there I'm going to have a shoulder joint, and that I'm going to have to go in there, clean up, shave some of this off so it doesn't rub. But that's the beginnings of Pushup Steve. I'll have a third video where I clean them up a little more.